Hi, Pastor Eric Hall here. Welcome to another installment of Reflections from a Deserted Place. And yes, you're right, this is Eastchester Church during the week when there aren't the people or the crowds or the community gathering. I take the command of Jesus quite literally when he takes his 12 and he takes them away and he says, "Come away with me to a deserted place." I, much like perhaps even you feel, need to come away and find time to focus and to center and to be with God. And so the empty church of Eastchester during certain times during the week is very helpful. I wanted to take some time today to talk a little bit about all of our need to be spiritual beings. We are humans made up of body, mind, and spirit, and we must be caring for each of those dimensions in and of themselves. I'm a huge lover of coffee, especially iced coffee during the summer. And I find that as I go into these different coffee stores that are now available, many of them have really nice seating and couches and cushioned seats so that people could come and enjoy their coffee, but also perhaps read, check their email. There's generally some soft music in the background as well, and it's almost library-like as you're walking in, to a coffee shop. A friend of mine has really gotten into hot yoga and talks about how, this room at 100 degrees or whatever it is, but with the soft music and the exercise, finds that it draws him into a place within himself that he finds a connectedness. I think for all of us, these are small examples in society that are being frequented and utilized because all of us are looking for that connection that we really do need and is very fulfilling with our spiritual selves. However, perhaps you, like another friend of mine, has done the yoga routine and other types of exercise and meditation, but still comes away empty and alone. He said to me, I practice 3 times a week, and yet I still feel as though there's something inside of me that is empty, that needs something more. And so he asked me, one of the few conversations with my friends who actually talk to me like a minister. Most of the time they skip that part, but I'm glad I'm around. And they said to me, he said, "What should I do? Why is it that I feel as though I'm still empty inside?" And I asked him, "Have you tried talking to Jesus?" And he looked at me. And I said, "I am a minister because I have a relationship with Jesus of Nazareth, the Son of God. I'm a minister. It's part of my life. It's part of my ministry because I'm connected to who he is. Not perfectly, but with as much intenseness as I could muster to try to be the best follower I can, but at the same time, even in my brokenness, I know that this Jesus is there." And so it's just an open dialogue. It's a conversation, and it's also listening. Have you tried listening and talking to Jesus? And he says, "Well, when I was a boy, I went to church, and I really haven't done any of that." And I said, "Stop, I'm not talking about attending a church." He says, "Well, what are you talking about?" I said, "Just sitting and talking to Jesus and allowing time for Jesus to respond." And he says, "Well, it can't be that simple." And I said, "No, actually it is. Have you tried somewhere in your life, somewhere in the everyday busyness, to find just some time to start a conversation with Jesus and then to listen to what Jesus has to say to you?" He says, "Well, I don't know when I'm going to do that." He says, "I really do still like my exercise routines." I said, "No, it's fine." I said, "Do you drive to work in the mornings?" And he was like, "Yes, I do." I said, "And what do you do on your drive?" He says, "Well, generally I listen to the news." I said, "Well, what about just allowing 2 or 3 minutes a morning just to talk to Jesus and to allow Jesus to talk back to you and to listen for his voice?" And so a couple weeks had passed, and he came back to me and he says, "I think Jesus has found me." And I said, "I think Jesus was always there. I think for all of us, we simply need to allow ourselves to find the time to allow Jesus to come through in our everyday life. Perhaps you're looking, perhaps you're hungry, perhaps you're feeling really empty inside and you don't know what it is and you don't know how to fix it, you don't know how to make it right. Have you tried talking to Jesus of Nazareth, Son of God? God bless you. Hi, just wanted to thank you so much for watching the video. We hope that what you're coming away with is inspirational and a guide for your life. We're really glad you could be part of our community. Please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can be continually updated with our new music videos, our new sermons, our new services that are published so that you could stay connected with us. Thanks so much again. God bless you.